Hello everyone, and thanks for taking some time out of your day to visit my channel. Today's video is dedicated to my buddy Steven, who's been kindly supporting this channel, and he's requested a reaction to The Promise performed by Within Temptation and the Metropole Orchestra. So I've done a couple of reactions to Within Temptation already, and I am slowly but surely getting my ass in gear and exploring more of their music because I really do enjoy their stuff. They have just such a great vibe to each song. I love Sharon's voice. The melodies and compositions are always so compelling, so I really enjoy everything that they put out. Now, the last reaction I did for Within Temptation was their performance of Somewhere with Anneke van Giersbergen, which was a very beautiful and soft song, but I am hoping to get something a bit more energetic and high octane today. I'll be happy either way, but yeah, I'm very excited to check this one out. Without further ado, let's get to it. Wow. Never seen Sharon move like that before. Woo! Sorry to cut things off, but that was just a whirlwind 3 minutes or so. I actually want to take it back and kind of hear a lot of that again. I almost have a tear in my eye. That was so incredible. This is great because the last video, I feel like I didn't really see the grandness. I was told the whole show was brilliant, and I guess I didn't really see them going full throttle. But now I really do get to see them really flexing and showing off their capabilities. The orchestra is brilliant. The composition is so well done, so well put together, and I've never seen I feel like I'm really seeing Sharon showing off her performing abilities this time. I was enthralled. I mean, it was almost a interpretive dance performance at some point. She was really feeling it, and just the staging and everything as well, with like the big screen at the back, really is it really sucks you in visually. So I react to a lot of these live videos, and half of the genius actually takes place with the video editing. It's really incredible what a difference it makes. I have done a bit of live show editing before, and I can tell you it's not easy. It's difficult to have a good balance of cuts. You don't want to go too crazy or make it too synchronized with the music, otherwise it seems forced. But this is great. There was it's kind of manic cuts and zooms, which really went well with the music, and it's all flowing very nicely. So again, props to whoever edited the video. But yeah, Sharon is incredible at her facial expressions. Just before she started singing, she was that wide-eyed. She was staring into the souls of the people in the front row, almost that acknowledgement of what's about to come, and the way everything cut out. And I just love the tone of her voice. Like I've said it a lot in the last video, she's such a pure and gorgeous tone, and going straight into a very high note as well. So excellent vocal control to get that. Sorry, I'm rambling a lot. Now, if you don't mind, I do want to take it back a couple of minutes, because that was just so phenomenal. I really want to hear more of that again. This performance is absolutely spectacular. I am in love with it, and I can't believe how quickly it's going. I'm just sort of in a trance observing it. What I noticed the second time listening to that symphonic intro, it's just brilliant. Like, the drums really make a huge difference. I mean, this is why I love symphonic rock and metal, is you're getting the clash of cultures, you're getting contemporary and classical together, because the drums are really dictating the mood and the feel of it. It was very cinematic. So while the orchestra and the choir add this incredible texture to the song, it's very warm. There's these swells of noise that just kind of reverberate around your headphones. I can only imagine how crazy that was live. But that provides such a bed for the song, a really thick wall of sound. But it's all very much dictated by the guitar and the drums, which are really adding to the kind of cinematic drama of it all. Because I think when it first came in, he's hitting the snare on pretty much every beat, and then it goes half time, and then it cuts to just I think just the strings and Sharon singing. So you've got all these ebbs and flows happening. It keeps you on your toes, and it was interesting watching her doing all these dance moves, because in a way, since she started singing, she was the one constant in the song. She's tying everything together. She's in that high range, which is impressive, just to stay singing in that range the whole time. But everything's almost moving around her. It's like the whole orchestra and the band and the choir are almost revolving around Sharon as she kind of keeps this, holds that level, which is it provides a very interesting texture and journey to the whole song. And there's a lot of accentuation on the fifth chord. So any non-musicians, sort of a common chord resolution, which you get in a lot, well, classical music, but any music really, is going between the fifth and the first chord, like a perfect cadence. It's like a perfect resolution of the chord sequence. They really hold it on that fifth note a lot, and even the lights were going in time, and Sharon was doing that sort of hovering just before the chord kind of resolves. So I like that they kept doing that, and it's really emphasizing the classical and cinematic influence, adds to the tension, and it just builds everything so nicely. So many cool details. I would love to keep re-listening and noticing more little details, but this is stunning. And the stage is so huge. It's crazy seeing all the static musicians and the band have just so much space to move around. You can see the crowd losing it, and the whole thing just looks, again, just spectacular. But yeah, let's finish this off. This is wonderful. Sorry, let me hear that again. The brass just like, oof. Oh goodness, I need a breather after that. You could sense that everyone in the building knew that something special was happening there. That felt just like such a unique and grand and special performance. You could just see it in everyone's faces, and even the certain members of the choir in the orchestra. You could see some of them smiling, like they knew they were part of something really wonderful. And there was a very brief close-up of someone in the crowd, and he was just there with his eyes closed, just feeling it. Even though there's fireworks going off in front of you, you know your music's good when you have a grand spectacle like that, and people still just want to close their eyes and just drink it in. It's incredible. You could see it. You could see it in the band members as well. There were some moments where the guitarist had a break, and they were just stood there, and you could sense they were just taking it all in. The crowd was so loud and into it. It's incredible. And Sharon was just in her own world. She was absolutely phenomenal throughout, just so solid, and again sort of tying everything together nicely. Some of the arrangement and the composition of the orchestral parts were brilliant. That huge chord with the brass really stood out, and obviously the whole house lights came up in that moment. I got chills for that bit. And some of the faster bits towards the end actually reminded me of Live or Let Die by Paul McCartney. Like the brass section playing those ascending kind of layered melody lines, again so cinematic and dramatic. Oh man, just such an incredible performance, and that was 8 minutes, it just flew by. Yeah, that was great. As you can tell, I really enjoyed that. And I'm sure I could re-listen to it and pick up more little details. But thank you, Stephen, for that suggestion. I very much enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed the reaction too. But I'd love to check out more from this show. So guys, I'm still very much enjoying belatedly exploring Within Temptation. I know I should have done this sooner, because it's definitely my cup of tea. So definitely want to check out more Within Temptation or anyone else, so please let me know down below. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit the like button or the subscribe button. I'd very much appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.